first, I've combined in the first cycle I've combined medicine with pathology and biochemistry because I feel that these three subjects are very much integrated. Medicine is half made from pathology only. In our second phase of day 11 to day 20, we will start with pedia because I believe pedia is very much connected to biochemistry and we have completed biochemistry just in our earlier phase. This is just one phase earlier. So we will begin with pedia and if pedia is very much connected to OBGY, so we will go with OBGY and then personally I believe pharma is not a very useful subject. You can leave it also. If you are starting from scratch, you will have to leave some subject in the end. You will realize it very soon.
Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Dr. Mohit Savlani. Currently, I am JR2 in Internal Medicine Department at Government Medical College and Hospital, Nagpur. I have secured an All India rank of 744 in NEET PG 2024 and an All India rank of 277 in INI-CET November 2024. Also, a rank of 944 in the same year in INI-CET May 2024. So, from being an average guy who managed to secure a rank of 40,000 just 1 year back in NEET PG 2023 to scoring 3-digit rank, that is also 3 times in a row, that is in 3 different papers with significant gaps between those, with maintaining consistency during those gaps and maintaining an uprising trend of rank only without slipping backward even for once, I believe somehow I was on the right track with right set of resources and somehow I have come to grasp some formulas of those exams. So since then, I have been trying to help people like me who have just scraped through all those MBBS years and passed all MBBS examinations by studying just before the exams, not like those toppers who are memorizing every other line from second year or first year only, and also haven't studied internship also and are beginning from the scratch. That's why I'm here to make all those people who are in the same boots as I used to be to make them see that if I can do it, they can absolutely do it. That's why I'm here to make all those people who are in the same boots as I used to be to make them see that if I can do it, they can absolutely do it. I have already shared an overview of my preparation journey and a few important strategies of my journey already on this channel, and many of you liked it too. And many of you were responding very well, and I was also trying to help you guys through replying you on my comments or DM section wherever you were asking doubts. But I couldn't help much since 1.5 years because I was quite busy in surviving those hell, last year of hell, formerly known as first year residency program. Just kidding. So since I have done this hardship in Department of Internal Medicine, that is very much closely connected to patients and also connected to every other department in the medical college, besides some non-clinical departments. I have realized something very important. That whenever I look backward on those questions, I realized that why they were framed the way they were. That why some lengthy looking questions were solvable by a handful knowledge of few keywords only, and why some small looking questions, easy looking questions were made tougher by making them more memory based. So what do I want to say is that this exam is not solely based on memorization or not solely based on rightful handling of key concepts. This exam requires both. You will need to have a rightful knowledge of how to decode keywords at the right point of time and how to apply those key concepts very quickly. And you also will need to have a limited information of the topic in the background, limited only, limited and adequate. For example, there is a student who is memorizing all topics in details in second year only, and but is unable to decode those keywords during the exam and is unable to apply those key concepts correctly at right point of time. Beside, there is a guy who has started just 4 to 5 months back in his preparation and has come to exam with limited information of that topic only, limited information, but he is able to recollect all those limited information, and with that limited information he is able to decode those keywords and apply key concepts at right point in time. He will be definitely do better. So ultimately, what do I want to conclude is that this exam is very much dependent on your strategy. That how do you strategize your time towards this towards the final days of this exam, and how do you approach every subject? How do you approach every topic? So a good strategy, a person having a good strategy toward this exam will definitely do better. That's why today I came here. I came here to help you guys to formulate a good strategy for you. Ultimately, what do I want to say is that the performance in this exam is very much dependent on your strategy. A person having a better strategy will definitely do better. What do I mean by better strategy is not the strategy that is being served on the internet by toppers. The strategy, the better strategy, according to me, is the strategy that suits you better. The best strategy for you can be formed by you only. See, everyone here is on different studies. Someone has been studying since years and someone has just started yet. But of course, the person studying since year will definitely have an extra edge above. But that does not mean that he will do better. What if he fumbles a lot? What if he make too much silly mistakes on the day of exam itself? And there is a guy who have just studied for 3 to 4 months only
and have come to exam without any fear because he doesn't have anything to lose much and he does not fumble a lot and he don't do much silly mistakes, will definitely do better. So, and there are examples on the internet itself where people have studied for 3 to 4 months or 5 months only eh, and have cracked this exam with beautiful ranks. So why not you? See, you are the one who knows you best. There is no, you cannot tell lies to yourself. You knows what are your weakness. You know what are your strengths. You know what are topics you can just scroll by and will can still recall them. You knows your weaknesses, that where do you have to work much. You knows what are topics you can compromise in the last days and still do much better in the exam. And you knows what are topics you cannot compromise in the last days and need to revisit those topics in the last days. So it's my humble request you to all that kindly do copy those basic roadmap from internet, that how to, that where when to start, when to do first reading, second reading, how to combine those major subject. I will also share a plan with you, but do that final customization by you only. Take half to 1 hour. It will only take half to 1 hour only. It won't take much, but that 1 hour will take you, will give you very much extra edge above others. Kindly believe me and believe yourself. Second step is to believe yourself. To believe is also important in your schedule, that the schedule, like, do not fall in the trap of FOMO. That some are following the schedule from my channel, ma'am. Some are following schedule from my this platform or that platform. The schedule that has been formed by you is the best.
Sharing a basic roadmap formed by me for next 90 days, that how your next 90 days should look like and how you can achieve maximum out of next 90 days.
So here I am sharing a basic roadmap for next 90 days. That if I would have been at your place, what would have my next 90 days look like? And how can I take most of those next 90 days? See, I have taken various factors during this schedule preparation. First, I have decided to combine major with minor subjects. Personally, what do I believe is that if you do only major subjects or if you do only minor subjects in the beginning, uh, it uh, it makes you it makes your journey quite boring and you feel quite depressed. This is my personal experience, not generalization. But what do I feel is that if you do only major subjects now, it will take us good length of time. So in that span of time, you will be able to cover lesser subjects. Like for example, in 20 days, you will be able to complete 3 subjects, and you will feel slightly depressed and out of schedule. Opposite to it, if you do only minor subjects in the beginning, now you will feel very much faster and very much good in the beginning, but you will definitely have a tension in the background, always a tension in the background that, oh, my major subjects, medicine, surgery are remaining, and how would I do them? So you will never feel confident about your journey. So what do I feel is you should combine major with minor subjects, that I have done, and that I have also tried to combine similar looking subjects together. That a smooth integration could be done, integrating the subjects which are asked in integration. So I've tried to keep them together so a smooth integration could be done and our journey could be made simpler. Second thing that I've tried to do is keep my stronger subjects in the beginning only, so that I know that are my strong subjects, I will retain them longer. And I have weaker subjects in the end only, towards the exam part only, so I can recall them better in exam part. Third thing that I would have done is I would have gone to subscriptions which I had taken and many apps that are providing free test. There are many apps that provide free test in the last for publicity. So this is my personal strategy that I have literally used it. Okay, I have been to various strategies because I have been a long time in this journey. Okay, I have been there for 13 to 14 months almost because of those melodrama postponement. So I have used various strategies. Okay, so I am telling you one of those strategies that I literally used in the last day. I had done was that I looked for free platform which are providing free test, two free live tests. So according to their date of test, for example, the on 7th of June they have planned a surgery test. So I planned my timetable according to like my surgery would have ended just 3 to 4 days before 7th of June. So I do so that I can part in this test and test myself. According to this, this is just an example. According to that, I would have make my schedule. That two, I would have readjust my subjects. Fourth thing that I would have done is I would also I would have also tried to sync it with not fully but partially some of the timetables that are going on the internet, like BTR timetable is going on. Ma'am has already shared a timetable. I would have not followed it completely blindly, but I would have partially tried to partially sync with ma'am so that I could have feel that I am also in the race and I could have taken part into those live videos of Jana ma'am. Because you are the only one who knows you best. You cannot tell lie to yourself. You knows your weaknesses. You knows your strengths. You can keep your stronger subjects in the beginning. You can keep your weaker subjects in the last. So here is our schedule, which looks like. So this is what our roadmap look like. We have divided our 90 days into 3 parts. First, we will do 3 cycles in this 90 days. The first cycle, the first division, we will do in 50 days, second in 30 days, and third in 10 days. I have knowingly kept first cycle very, very long for 50 days because I personally believe that first cycle should be long enough to deep dive into topics. And so there are our fellow colleagues who are there will be many people who are starting from scratch also. So in second cycle, we will compromise some topics to keep our length for each subject smaller, and the topics which we will compromise, I will tell you how to compromise in next videos. And for last 10 days also, I will make a different video that how to approach that last 10 days, because that is also a very important part for our journey, and that plays a very major role in our final rank. I have further divided our 50-day cycle into 5 parts of 10 days each. Since if a task is divided into smaller parts now, it looks doable, and our brain also doesn't get tired enough, tired by just get tired by looking at the big schedule also. Okay, so in all those 10 days, what we will do, we will do 3 to 4 subjects each, and at the end of every 10-day cycle, we will give one GT. And since we will also be studying, since we have short of time now, so at the end of day, when we completing a fourth subject only now, so in the day or in the evening part, we will go GT and we will review before sleeping. This is our task before sleeping only, because since from the 11th day we will start another cycle. Okay, and what are we doing? And we will have another one more target, that for each subject, whether we are doing 3 subjects or 4 subjects, major or minor, we will give at least 2 subject tests. First in the beginning of subject and second in the end of the subject. So this is how we will begin. We will first. I have tried to combine medicinal subjects together, and in the second half, I have tried to combine surgical subjects together. Again, I will emphasize that you can reschedule subjects according to you, and you should reschedule subjects according to you. I have created a schedule. If I would have been at your place, and what would I have been comfortable with? So I would go with medicinal subject first. I have combined in the first cycle. I have combined medicine with pathology and biochemistry, because I feel these 3 subjects are very much integrated. Medicine is half made from pathology only. In our second phase of day 11 to day 20, we will start with PDA, because I believe PDA is very much connected to biochemistry, and we have completed biochemistry just in our earlier phase. This is just one phase earlier. So we will begin with PDA, and PDA is very much connected to OBGY. So we will go with OBGY, and then we will do micro and forensic. That I feel micro is very much connected to all those medicine and pathology, and forensic I feel is not connected to any subject. It can be done with any combination. Then in the third phase, from day 21 to day 30, we will start with pharmacology, since I believe all those subject medicine and OB/GYN feeds will require somewhat knowledge of pharma. Personally, I believe pharma is not very useful subject. You can leave it also. If you are starting from scratch, you will have to leave some subject in the end. You will realize it very soon. So pharmacology and physiology are connected. So I've integrated them together. And then we will need anesthesia, which I personally feel is very much connected to pharmacology. That's why I've kept it here. And then derma, which I felt is most connected to medicine, and not medicine, only micro, which we have done in one phase earlier only. And in the fourth phase, we will do surgical subjects, surgery, ENT, and ortho. These all subjects are very much connected to each other and can be can be done at one go. The last section, we will do all those unrelated subjects which are not related to anybody, any subject. So this is how overall our plan looks like. On basically, I have tried to compile major subjects and minor subjects together. We will try to give major subjects more time than minor subjects, and try you can readjust those time duration. You can try to give more time to your weaker subjects and try to give lesser time to your stronger subjects. What are we trying to do in this first cycle is to deep dive as much as possible, not too much. That's why, because since we have limited time, and if you see that you have only limited time, you won't dive too much. Also, your subconscious mind also won't dive too much. And but still, if you will see that you have 3 to 4 days for one subject, you will dive limited enough. And in the end of our first cycle, we will give a grand test. For grand test, I would suggest give mock test, because that are very much practically similar to our live test, the NEET PG test. And then we will begin with the second cycle. For second cycle, how to compromise fewer, how to compromise less important subjects, and how to compromise less important topics. I will make a different video. But on overall, what we will do is we will keep similar subjects together, but for a smaller duration. For we will keep now each 10-day cycle to a 6-day cycle, and we will repeat the same again. But we won't give subject test this time. We will give only grand test this time. Uh, we won't give grand test this time, and we will do only subject test this time. We will give grand test, but at a lesser frequency, at a frequency of 15 days per 15 days. And then we will begin with our third cycle, that is known, I personally call final sprint, because that plays a very important role, and you need to go very fast in those 10 days without any fatigue, and you have to overpush yourself, push past your limits in your last 10 days. For last 10 days, I will make a different video, and for how to approach each subject, and how your day should be. And finally, I will conclude my video by a small quote that success is the sum of small efforts done repeatedly, day in and day out. So success doesn't come in single day or a single month. Of course, it will take your efforts. Your each and every minute, and each and every minute of hard work is being counted. Don't worry, you will get your results. Just believe in yourself that you will achieve whatever you wanted, and stay motivated. So this is it for today. We will meet in another video very soon. So if you like it, do not forget to like, subscribe, and do hit those bell icon for more such videos.